I want to talk about something that I spend a lot of time in my book about the social and psychological reasons that lead to fatherlessness, explaining, which is around this concept of understanding that just because a child is loved and a child is safe, that it doesn't mean that down the road there are not going to be consequences. And what I try to explain is that one of the reasons why many mothers and many families and even systems like the social workers and Kafkas stop a father from accessing his children and seeing his son or daughter is because the father may have been involved in violence, in murder, in being convicted of sexual offenses. And I try to explain in the book that basically for some kids, in fact, for the majority of kids, safety is the highest value that they have. Feeling safe, feeling loved, those are the highest values. But there is a cohort of boys, in particular, more than girls, where their highest value because of their personality is not being loved, is not feeling secure, but it's the truth. And when you find a lot of kids who are really, really struggling, even though they've been loved, even though they've been brought up by a lot of support, even though they've had loads of role models around them, the reason why they're struggling isn't because they were abandoned as children or that they weren't loved. It's because they were lied to. Family secrets. And especially around situations where the father has gone to prison for things related to sexual violence or domestic violence or stuff like that. What typically tends to happen is that the family will filter the truth. They will keep secrets. And the thing is, these particular kids, particularly those who are driven by truth, they're naturally curious. They'll want to try to figure out what actually is going on. And the thing that people forget is children are much more attuned to when they're being lied to, because it's a survival. They need to understand how to survive than adults are. And if you want to just see how attuned they are, just look at teenagers. Teenagers, an adult would just knock on their bedroom, and already the child already can sense the energy that is about to be brought into their bedroom, where their parents wants them, is going to tell them off or want something from them. So you have to understand that it isn't the child not being loved and cared for and having support. It's that the child isn't being told the truth. Some kids, their highest value, or adults, is the truth, not love and security. And if the parent doesn't understand that, what will end up happening is they will not tell the child the full truth. They will try to alter it or filter it, which becomes a problem.